Hey there, this is Mike from Mike's Carburetor Parts. I'm going to do a video here on and show you how to adjust all of the choke settings on this Rochester 2-barrel 2-jet carburetor. If you like our videos, please subscribe by clicking on the image in the lower right hand corner there of your screen. And we have several 2-jet videos, and we'll be doing more. So, and at the end of this video, I will point you to our list of 2-jet videos. Okay? So, I'll be glad to answer your tech questions. Please leave a comment below the description. I'll answer the best that I can.
I rebuilt my carburetor, but it's still flooding. Do you know what's wrong?
I don't know. Maybe you should have bought your parts at Mike's Carburetor Parts.
We're going to do the intermediate choke rod adjustment, this one here. And what we're going to do is measure if we have a 0.120 measuring tool to stick in this hole here, and we want the distance from this lever to the measuring tool. Now I from lack of having all my tools where I'm at, I found this is a nail set, and that happens to be 1/8 of an inch, which is 0.125. The spec is 0.120, but it's such a negligible difference, and I'll just cheat a little bit, and so that's what I'm going to use to measure it. So first of all, put your idle on the fast idle on the using your fast idle cam on the high spot. Okay, you got it on the high spot. Hold the choke closed by pushing up here. See, that moves if you open the choke. Okay, so we'll do that, and then we measure that distance in here, and and if it's farther away like so, or too close, you bend this rod to adjust, either straighten it out or make a bigger bend in it, and that's how you adjust that. That's the intermediate rod adjustment. Okay, so now we're going to adjust the vacuum brake. Okay, so there's two types of vacuum brake, well, at least for this one carburetor. One of them has a solid plunger without the spring, and then one's like this, what has a spring-loaded plunger stem. Okay, so step one is to place place your idle screw onto the fast part of the cam, which it is now with the choke is closed. And then we're going to put a vacuum source on here. I use this Mighty Vac. I had to adapt one of the fittings to make it work, but that's okay. And we're going to put some vacuum on it here. Now if this does not go in and stay there, then you need a new pull-off. Okay, so let's see. So we're going to push the choke valve towards a closed position here until the spring-loaded plunger stem is fully extended. Okay, and there's your measurement right here. Okay, so we're going to pull this till it stops right there, and then measure the brake here. So that's the slot you want to measure, and you want to use your data sheet that I have some of them posted on our in our knowledge base. You can just search for 2-jet specs or specifications and get that measurement right there. Looks to be about an 1/8 inch on this one. Not sure what it's supposed to be, but to get it where you need it, just adjust it right here. Just bend this in and out, whatever it needs to. Okay, shouldn't take too much. So that's the vacuum brake adjustment. Okay, The next one we want to do is the, yep, take the vacuum off there. We're going to do the fast idle cam choke rod adjustment. So that would be this one right here. Let's see, that'd be the choke unloader. Alright, so shoot. There we go. Okay. Alright, so we're going to do the fast idle cam choke rod adjustment on this one. First of all, we're going to place the idle screw on the high part of the cam, which I did. And then two, we're going to hold the choke valve toward the closed position and then measure the distance between the upper edge of choke valve and air horn right here. Okay. And to adjust, we're going to bend the this tang right here, or this one. Which one? This one, I believe. This one. Okay. So you can see this one needs to be adjusted for sure. So again, with that on the fast idle, and we're going to hold the choke closed. There should be some gap in there for the choke rod adjustment. And we're going to bend the let's see, there's actually two ways. Some aren't like this, and then you bend the arm here, and I guess you could even do that this way, but this one here, we're going to bend this one down a little. Let's just bend it down. Okay, and didn't get it bent much, did I? Okay, so we're going to do the choke rod adjustment here. There's a couple of types. This is one of them with this kind of a setup. The other one is pretty much the same way, except it's just got a lever up here, and you adjust it by bending this rod. But this one here we're going to do by bending this right here, this tab. And we're going to put the fast idle, or excuse me, the idle screw on the fast idle part of the cam on the high spot, right like so. And we're going to hold this choke closed and measure the distance. Why is that not doing anything? Huh. Okay, we're going to do the choke rod adjustment now with the fast idle cam. And so we're going to put the idle screw onto the high spot of the cam, the fast idle cam here, like so, like it is right now. Okay, and okay, and then we're going to hold the choke valve towards the closed position this way, and we're going to measure the gap in here and use your data sheet, the specification sheet that came with your carb kit. I think we also have it posted on in our 2-jet specification page. Just go to our knowledge base or technical section and you'll find it there. And you measure it here, and you can adjust it by bending this tab up or down, and also by bending this rod. I had to bend the rod because it looks like when they rebuilt it, they made a rod to put on there, and because it looks fairly new, and it wasn't adjusted. So there you go. So just because it came from a rebuilder, don't expect it to be right. Anyway, that's how you adjust the choke rod adjustment. All right. Okay, now we're going to do the choke unloader adjustment. Now remember, there are several different types of 2-jets. This one, like I have with the The choke mount on the bottom is like this, and this is how you adjust this one. Okay, so what we're going to do is put the throttle wide open, and we're going to hold the choke as close as we can get it, and we're going to measure the distance here. You're going to look at your spec sheet and get the data for that measurement there, and to adjust it. You see right here where it's hitting that. This is where you adjust it. You can bend this in and out. Be careful you don't break it. You may have to heat it up a little bit, but that's how you adjust it. Okay, so that's the choke unloader. So now we're going to do the thermostat adjustment right here, and I just want to be sure the okay. So what we're going to do here, we got thermostat installed. We got these 3 screws. We loosen them up, and we can twist it and turn it to open and close this, or put more pressure on it, I should say. And on the housing, we have an index mark here, and on the thermostat, you get a little mark right here, and it says lean to the left and rich to the right. And so if we put on the mark right in the center index, you can feel a little bit of pressure here. And so it depends on what the data sheet says on which mark you do. You may go one past or one before, you know, so if you were if it seems like it's too rich when you first start up and it's running cold, you might want to lean it out by moving it back a mark or two. Now I like to do it this way. I just do it, I twist this thing, twist the thermostat. It's hard to do on this carburetor on the bench here and let you see it at the same time. I twist it rich to the right until the valve closes, and then I give another 1/8 of a turn, which is probably pretty close to where the mark was anyway, and that's where I leave it. And you can feel a little pressure to open it. Okay, and then don't forget to tighten up your screws. It's not an exact science, you know, carburetors are worn from age, so main thing is that it closes when it's cold and just takes a little bit of pressure to open it. Okay, so that's adjusting your thermostat.